Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today I've got some couple updates. Turns out for the carburetor I was pretty lucky and I found a pair of carburetors for my exact bike on eBay for only 70 US. That was shipped, so it comes up to like $100 Canadian. So those two carburetors are actually like parts of carburetor, if I can say. They're not complete. It's two of them, and then there's like parts here and there, but not everything's on there. But I don't really mind this because my carburetor is still like fine. Well, everything around the actual body, and then the one I bought actually has a good body on it, so I can just swap the parts on it, and then I'll have the like brand new carburetor, if I could say. I'm waiting on that part. It's supposed to be arriving in the next week, I think. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna receive the spark plugs, the battery, and also the oil filter. With the new battery, we'll be able to actually test if the compression's good, test the ignition system, and then when I'm gonna have the new carburetors, I'm gonna rebuild them, put it back in, and then it should be good to run, I hope. So while waiting for the carburetor, I actually started prepping some stuff that goes on it. Since they're already off, I figured might as well just do it right now before it comes in. So we got the two brackets here that's holding the two carburetors together. They're kind of rusty and stuff, so I'm just gonna grind them real quick and then paint them with some just regular black paint. So here are some of the brackets that holds the two carburetors together. Some fuel lines. I polished all the screws. So yeah, little stuff like that. I realized that the T for the gas, let me get some light on there. I realized that the T, there's a small problem on it. The two seals, you see they're missing. Well, they're actually not missing. They're right here. So yeah, they pretty much broke off on me, so I'm gonna have to find some new ones. And then for the mirrors, I'm gonna have to redo them because they look really bad. But I do like the gloss black on it, so I'm probably gonna repaint it with the same paint. But I'll just do a better prep work, I guess, because I guess I didn't do it right, so we'll have to do it again. But it's still a shame because, like, if you look that part here, it almost look like it's OEM. Like it's really good. But then you go on that side, and you're like, oh well, there's a bunch of like pinholes, or I don't know what it is, but it's really just paint not sticking to the material. So I guess I didn't shake the can too well, or I didn't prep the surface well enough. So anyways, I'm gonna have to redo that. Oh, and a big change in the shed is actually heating. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater right now, so I actually have propane heat now. So I have both electrical and propane heat. The only downside is I have to sometimes just like open the door so it ventilate. But this heats up really good. Like it's minus 15 outside or something like that, and right now it's probably like 15 in the shed. So the heat's really nice. I can work up here like for hours. Like it's really good. So as you can see, there's a kink right here. The other one's fully straight. And then I realized, I was like, yeah, but is it really bent? But then I realized, like, when you look at it, it goes like that. There's just a small angle going like that. It's not that big. Then on this one, let me get some light. So the curve here is more aggressive than on the other side. So that confirmed me that it was actually bent. And then I took some measurements. And turns out from this point to the other one, that's 12 inches. And on the top, it's 11.30. It's 11 and a half from the other side. Turns out that the fairing is 13 inches. I know it's supposed to squeeze a little bit, but not from 13 inches to 11 and a half. So what I'm gonna do is try to bend that back so it gives me 12 inches. So we're gonna start off by removing this unit right here. As you can see, there's one screw here, one here, and then one here. Those three are holding the plastic that goes around the speedo. So right here we can see there's a nut here, as well as on the other side. I'm gonna use my master scrap drill because I'm too lazy to get the other one. Okay, so the wiring's tied up here, so that can go down. So now that the unit's off, we actually have space to heat it up and form it back to its place. So let's go ahead and do that. That should be it. It's now 12 inches on top, and then bottom's 12 1/4. So we'll see if it fits.
Before putting the fairing back on, I decided to do an extra step.
So while cleaning everything up, I decided to take all the screws apart and then clean them. So as you can see, this is all cleaned. That's what it used to look like before. So some people might think it's a little too much, but I thought might as well clean them once they're off. You can see just the washers, you know, that's hard to reach spots, so might as well just clean it while they're off. So here's the final result. So 2 passes of polish on the glass. It's looking really good. And then I cleaned out all the grommets on the sides. So I didn't have any cleaner with me, so I couldn't like clean the black part. So instead I used some polisher, and it actually like came out really good. And used a little bit of oil just to oil it up a little bit so it stays shiny. And it's looking pretty sweet, man. It's almost brand new. All right. This fairing's kind of hard to put on. It's a big piece. It's still pretty hot, so I'm gonna wait till I actually mount it because I don't want to melt the plastic. Alright, so I let it sit for a couple minutes. Now it's good to go. So where I've put the JB weld, it's actually pretty strong, but when bending it, I don't know if we'll be able to see. So I'm guessing it's gonna work, but it's probably gonna break a piece of the plastic again. Well, at least we can't say I haven't tried, so there's that. So we'll just kind of scrub that out real quick just to get the rust out on this upper section, just so we can paint it real quick, just so it doesn't rust anymore. So yeah, we'll go ahead and send that down. These things are amazing. You know how most people use like newspaper or garbage bags? You usually use those like when you're painting walls inside your house and you want to cover the floor. It's only $4, which is really cheap. This paint is really thick. My battery just died on me, so I'm really happy I have this footage. I didn't know if it was recorded or not, but thankfully it is. So I just painted the subframe in the front, and actually it looks really good. But I might just take it off and do the whole piece. It's probably gonna look even better. So I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna take it off completely probably tomorrow or late this week, and just pin it all, because it looks really good. It looks like brand new, so might as well just do the whole piece, and then it'll just be better that way. Here's how it looks. Really looks like OEM paint. It's really nice. Yeah, so it looks really good, but I'm gonna have to do the rest of the subframe. It's all rusted everywhere, so I'm probably just gonna take it off and do it completely. That'd be better off that way.